Yeah, man. So that's yeah. I always remember you cooking. You know what I'm saying, and just like doing it effortlessly, doing it with ease, and like you always had your hands in doing with something.
Mm-hmm.
When did the idea of, all right, I want to do this for myself and kind of like do this as a business side of things? Did you always have aspirations of doing something for yourself and working for yourself and doing things for yourself?
Yeah, but I just didn't never know how I was gonna do it.
Okay.
And then like with cooking, like you said, I was always cooking, and we had the little college fairs at school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we going around, and I go to the cooking one. I'm like, man, ain't nobody doing this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming over here for this. You know what I'm saying? So I signed up, do you know what I'm saying? All this other. Later on, get accepted. But I wanted to go outside with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to go. I'm like, man, I ain't going off to cooking school. Everybody going to kick it at school, do this. I'm like, man, yeah, I could get some money.
School.
Yeah, I ain't going to culinary school, man. I could go, you know what I'm saying, 2 years and be making money and doing this. Everybody still going to be at school. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, I wanted to go where everybody else was going at the time. I was like, man, I could always do this. You know what I'm saying? I could always come back to cooking. That's where it ended up coming into play when I started this. And like you said, always having my hand in something. I had a cleaning business, and I was cleaning buildings, and I lost one of the contracts on some random corny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, you know what? I'm tired of doing this, man. I'm about to do my own thing. I'm like, man, what I'm going to do? I'm like, man, I'm going to cook. I knew I could. I knew I would succeed if I just went for it. It was like, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it, man. I'm tired of doing all this other random stuff. I'm finna do some stuff I want to do that I should have been did.
Yeah.
So it's like it just came full circle, and it just was time. Like, man, go ahead and do it.
Man, when I hear you say that you had your hands in a bunch of different stuff and you was trying a bunch of different things, to you it may sound like, oh, I was just doing a whole bunch of shit. It didn't sound like I had no like real structure of what I was doing. But to me, when I hear what you saying, bro, you was like really, you were really being fearless in a lot of ways because you was trying a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I had vending machines before I had to clean this stuff. I always was doing something.
What did you learn, or like what did that teach you about just like trying different stuff and putting your hands in different things?
Which one I love to do the most? You know what I'm saying? Everything, nothing really went too bad. It just was like, man, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Why
is the right one that fit?
Why is that important? Why is it important to like do a bunch of stuff, try your hand at a bunch of stuff, but you ultimately are weeding out what you like and what you don't like? Why is that important?
Because you gotta find the right one. You gotta find what's really your purpose, what you really meant to do. You know what I'm saying? What you really love. What's really for you. You won't find it if you don't just try a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta roll them dice. You gotta try it. So, I mean, if I didn't try it, I'd be sitting there just keep talking about what I'm finna do. You know what I'm saying? What I might do next. So just do it.
Man, so many of us have a like, I know even myself, like I've dealt with like, a fear of failing, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Having ideas, having the ambition, having the resources even to be able to like put some things together, but it's just still that doubt in the back of your mind, like, it may not jump off, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. And what I'm hearing you say is that, like, being able to either not have that fear of failure or at least be able to move through it so that, like, when you do find yourself doing things that don't work, it's cool because you're going to still find your way, right, as long as you keep trying.
Yeah, you got to keep trying, because if you had that mindset that, oh, it might not jump off, it might not jump off.
Right.
But if you got the mindset, yeah, it's finna go.
Yeah.
It's going to go.
Yeah.
So it's only going to do what you make it do.